Can you do that?
Yep, we're recording.
Okay.
So yeah, first thing is going to be, setting up your voicemail. So have a good voicemail, like, hey, listwithcasey.com. And, how you reach Casey. Sorry, I can't come to the phone. If you want to search properties 24/7 in San Diego, go to listwithcasey.com or whatever your domain name is.
Okay.
The other thing is, if agents are trying to get more listings, hey, if you, want to know what your home could possibly sell for, go to listwithcasey.com. So voicemail's a big one. You've got your email signature as well. So, I think we already talked about that one as well, but same thing, put a good call to action within your email signature.
Yes. Okay.
So let me pull up. So can you see my email here? My personal or my work Gmail here? Come on. There it is. Loaded, and then I clicked away from it. 1 second here. All right. Come on. So if I were you guys, I would put something like, curious to know what your home could sell for, visit listwithcasey.com. Same thing with, search all homes available for sale in San Diego by visiting this website. And have a link right within your email signature here at the bottom.
Okay.
So, yep. And then get leads in from all other lead sources. You guys aren't really doing any other lead gen right now, though, are you?
No, but that was one of my big questions is like, what's our plan as far as taking all those lists that I've given you and getting them in there?
So we just have to wait until you get the green light from KV Core on that MLS paperwork. Because if you so let's say that you do this right now, all of those leads, when you leave and kind of transfer your account over to your own, all of those leads will also still be in EXP's account. So that's why I'm holding off on it.
Yeah, I understand. So how do we know that my site's not done?
They should have emailed you, and they'd probably tried to reach out to schedule your first initial training call.
They did.
You'll get an email from
my
your Go Live team
on Friday, and they've been sending me stuff. So I want to say it's all set up, man.
Check those emails real quick.
I was screwing around on Martin and Associates under the KV Core platform last night, and it seemed to have the MLS set up and everything.
You should have a different login then.
Look though, I go under team admin. If you hit that drop down, yeah. So I think I do though, because I've been operating on a different KV Core.
Yeah, it looks like you've got the agent dashboard now, so you can do that. Let me see a couple other things real quick just to make sure.
And then,
you wouldn't be able to create this stuff.
That doesn't look like the same one. Maybe I'm logged into a new one now.
Yeah, you might be. I'm not.
Yeah.
Because right here, you should be able to create your own office, and there's not that option. Yeah, and then lead routing, you should be able to add new rules. So you can add a new rule. You might be fully.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you might be fully set up.
I think
but it doesn't look like there's any other agents that have transferred over yet, though.
Yeah, no.
If you're
when I go under Martin and Associates, and then.
Yep. Well, that's where I'm logged in as right now. So
okay.
you might have another login.
Okay.
That we need to access. So check that for me and send it over to me if you get it, because we need to add the other agents into that account.
And I'm pretty sure on my end they're in there. So how would I be able to tell? It's just Casey and Casey@rose.com, and I'm logging into that. How would I be able to tell if they've set it up or not?
Click on the upper right corner of that little drop down.
Yeah.
Click on the word. Let me just get there real quick here.
Offices.
Yeah, you've got Derek Timothy,
Yeah.
you. That's everyone. I think you're good to go, man.
I'm in there.
So let's check. Make sure I can search for homes and the MLS is being pulled in. Looks like it is already though.
Yeah.
Because it's auto-filling everything. Yeah, you should be good to go, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
let me make a note of this. So we're ready to upload all of that database to KV4 now.
mm-hmm.
I'm just putting this in my calendar here for us. Update. KV4 for Casey. Upload leads. All right. So I'll put that on my calendar. So I'll get that done for you today. Let me check my little Trello list. What else there was we were waiting on. I need to install the tracking pixel. So I can get all that stuff set up for you today, though.
Okay. And then Rose didn't sign up for a KV Core account, and neither did Brooke. So I don't have them on here yet.
Okay.
So they're just going to be behind like 2 weeks.
We've got everything recorded though, so
yeah.
Or we're gonna have it. So okay. So I'll get all that. We'll have all those leads and everything uploaded. And so that's this part where the download the leads and the sphere and everything. So let's dive into the squeeze page side of it. So right now on the MLS, if I was a buyer and I was working with you and I said, hey, Casey, send me homes in Rancho Penasquitos under 800,000. You could go into the MLS and create, a quick link for me and send it. So that's what a squeeze page is. So how you create a squeeze page is if you click over here on the left, you've got what's called lead engine, and you've got what are called squeeze pages and landing pages. So we'll talk about squeeze pages first. Now you'll notice when you create a squeeze page, it gives you the option of how do you want to create this. So basically, if you create it under the subdomain Casey Martin, anyone who registers is going to go immediately to you.
Okay.
So you as kind of the broker, you can choose, who you want all these leads to go to. Me as an agent, so when like Timothy logs on, he's only going to see you. I'm sorry, he's only going to see himself. So it'll just be Timothy. So when I start doing lead generation for you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to this Martin Associates, and then we'll set up rules on lead routing. So that way, everyone's on like even lead rotation. Or, I know you mentioned having like agents in specific neighborhoods or areas. So, you get all the East County leads, in these, La Mesa, Lemon Grove, those type of areas. And then we can assign specific leads on areas. So squeeze pages allows you to do all that.
Distribute the leads though in the beginning, like just hand, so we can keep as many as we want, and then just hand out what we don't want.
I think I heard her question, but was it basically, can you guys also take the leads and then just reassign them if you wanted to manually?
Yes.
Yep.
So
webinar. So let's go ahead and create a squeeze page for this entire team. So I clicked on that and I'm going to go ahead and hit start building. And this is where I go and basically select all of the cities, the areas. I can do zip codes, I can do county. So let's do LA Mesa, let's do El Cajun. And Lemon Grove. Let's just do those, and then do Santee as well.
No. Do El Cajon, La Mesa, and do like El Cajon, La Mesa, and do Spring Valley.
All right. So we've got that. Now I can choose what all the listing types are that I want to create. So we'll do condos, we'll do contingent, we'll do single family. I don't know if there's any townhouses, but we'll do townhouse. That's going to be probably the go-to for most of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if we wanted to select like price range, bedrooms, bath, all of that, we could. Now, this is the thing I really, 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 really love about the squeeze pages is you can click on options and you can say, hey, show me all just listed properties in these areas, or show me all the open houses this weekend. So let's just, for this example, let's do open houses, but this is all the same stuff that's in Sandecor. So, hey, I want houses with a pool, no HOA fees, houses with the deck. So stuff like that.
Okay.
And then you can choose where you're going to put all of these. So what are you planning on doing with the squeeze page? So let's just say we're going to do it for Facebook, and then you can automatically assign a hashtag. So if someone registers, it automatically, kind of buckets them. So for this one, let's just call it, like East County open houses. And then I'm going to go ahead and select that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit just generate link.
Okay.
And it spits out a link for me.
Okay.
So now I'm going to go ahead and copy this link.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to Facebook, and you can do this on your business page. Look at that. That was a picture of me hearing myself on the radio for the first time like 10 years ago.
No way.
Yeah. 91X back in the day.
Nice.
So let's do. So I come onto my Facebook and I'm going to go ahead and create a new post. And I'm going to say, want to view all open houses this weekend in East County. Click here.
Oh, and I can do this on my personal page.
You can do this on your personal page. You can put it on your business page as well. But yeah, it's going to automatically download a photo from the MLS. So if I look at some of these photos and I'm like, I don't want to put this one at all. So this one looks pretty decent. Maybe for a backyard that looks kind of cool.
Rad. And I can do that on Instagram too.
Yep, exactly.
Bitchin'.
So it creates all of this automatically for you. So if I went ahead and publish this, it's going to post it to my page, right?
Right.
So I'm not obviously going to do that. So here's the really cool thing is, let's say one of my friends or someone that likes me on Facebook or one of my personal friends, they click on that link. It's going to take them to look at all of these open houses. So it looks like this weekend so far, we're talking Wednesday morning, there's 25. This is a live website link though. So if an agent adds an open house in an hour, it's going to show up on this list automatically. So you don't need to keep updating this list. So, by Friday, there's probably going to be 50, 100 open houses in all three of these cities. And so for you, it's just a matter of advertising it in as many places as you want. So I have agents that do really, really well with that type of lead generation. Now, taking this concept and putting it on steroids, the other thing I do is I go and find a bunch of like Facebook groups. So what you can do is you can type in, so let's just see what kind of groups there are for Mount Helix. So I just go up to the top and I click search, and then I can choose to search by groups. So I'm going to go ahead and click on groups here, and there's no groups. Really?
Maybe I need to
just type in La Mesa. Oh, there we go. If I just type in Mount Helix, there's a lot of them.
Mount Helix.
There's all
family.
these Facebook
I love
groups.
Mount Helix. 3 members.
Yep. But I would go through and take a look at this and look at how many members there are in the groups. So for something like this, I would be like, you know what? Let's open this up a little bit more. So I'm going to type in La Mesa in general. Here we go. Now this group has 4,200 members. There's one here, 4,300.
Awesome.
There's another one, 2,000. So you could go in and start joining a lot of these groups.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and take a look at this group here. All right. Are you taking a piss right now?
I am. You can't.
That's amazing. No.
Okay.
I just heard the water dripping out.
I turned the camera away, so at least
you're good, man.
At least I don't violate anybody.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's like my view right there. No, it's
That's
not.
what? That's
Looks
your
a lot
view?
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so what you can do, I mean, you can market to 4,300 people right now if you wanted to.
Yes.
So if you take a look, and this is brilliant, however, you've got to be careful, and you've got to kind of tread lightly Walter White style. So what I mean by that is some of these groups, they don't allow solicitations. So, hey, you can't post and solicit your services in this group. So every group you go into, you're going to see this description right here. And so it'll tell you kind of some rules. A lot of times it'll be big and bold. Hey, do not advertise, or hey, if you want to advertise, it's only on Fridays. So there's all of these different rules. Looking at this, it doesn't look like there is any. So if I were you, I would come in and start, I would try and join this group.
Yeah.
And then I would kind of take a look at what's going on in this group. What are people talking about? Oh, it looks like this guy's giving away a lawnmower. This person's talking about, the car show that's happening this weekend.
Yeah.
So you'll start to kind of be a member of the community. And then what you can do is every couple of days, you can sprinkle in some lead generation. Hey, happy Friday, everyone. If anyone wants to go and take a look at any open houses this weekend, here's all the open houses in La Mesa and Santee and, whatever.
Yeah, and
Once
you're
post
really that's not too salesy either. You're adding value. Like, does anybody else love looking at open houses as much as me? Here's a list. Everything.
Yep. And I have some agents that get really, really creative. And they'll say, I'm trying to make this house look a little bit better. What are your thoughts on like this before and after show? And you'll get all these people start to comment and kind of engage on it. And it just opens up conversations for you, And then all of a sudden you'll get Facebook messages from people like, hey, my wife's an interior decorator if you need some help. Oh, that's really cool. Are you guys, you do real estate, or, is it just a hobby she has? You can start getting into conversations that way. Mm-hmm. So this can be something that's an absolute gold mine. I've got a client in Tampa, Florida. He generates 700 leads a month doing what I just showed you.
No.
So he joins all of these. Yeah, he joins all of these Facebook groups.
You can and then what he does is he's specific and killer like little niches for every area you want to be working in.
Yep. And if you think about it, if I were you, and kind of how I think this idea is the most brilliant is join groups that you're interested in.
Totally.
So you're a surfer, right?
Yeah.
So you could type in something about San Diego surfing.
Yeah.
And you've got all these different groups. So for me, I join groups that I'm, stuff that I'm interested in. Yeah. But same thing for, the police and fire stuff. So San Diego police. And boom, here we go. You've got all these different groups. So obviously you got to kind of do a little bit of digging.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is, all of this is free. So start to join some groups, and I'd recommend starting to, do some posts. The example I love giving, let's just type in La Mesa again. Let's say today you decided to spend 30 seconds doing what I just showed you. Yeah. And you went into each of these groups. So you've got 4,000 people, 4,000. Right here, you've got 10,000 people that you could market to just by simply copying and pasting a link.
Right.
So getting in front of a lot of people, but it's a great way to generate some leads. Just always make sure you're kind of taking a look at, some of the rules within these groups, because that's what can get you in trouble. Get kicked out of these groups.
No, I understand. Okay.
So that's the kind of the squeeze page side of it. The other thing you can do is you could create a squeeze page, and you could do like an email blast or a text blast out today. Hey, if you're interested in taking a look at any open houses, here's the list, and you send it to all your leads. Just a good way to get you to, engage people who, might have gone dark in the system.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the individual squeeze page. The other thing is single property. So, you got one specific listing, you want to create a quick link for it. You just go on here and you type in the MLS number and hit create, and it spits out, an individual link for you that you can track. So, awesome. Yep. And then last one here at the top, you've got what's called the seller squeeze page. And this is Let's go ahead and type it on the wrong screen. Let's go ahead and do a seller squeeze page for La Mesa. And I'm not going to do a hashtag or anything, just so you can see it. But what it does is I can copy this link, I open it up, and I go and visit this website, and it says the average price in La Mesa is $644. What's your home? So you could start to advertise this. You know, you could put this in your email signature. You know, want to know what the average, you know what your home could possibly sell for in La Mesa? Click here. And so it's just a way for people to give you their name, email address, phone number, and address.
And then can I change what that back? I can change how that back thing, what it reads, right?
Not on this one, no. On a landing page you can. On a squeeze page you can't.
Okay. So like, let's say like right now, for example, what I really wanted to talk to you, and I know we only have a couple more minutes. I have a lot of buyers right now that are still trying to find the right place. What's the best, most cost-effective way I can be marketing to those people? Like, let's say we have a buyer. We have one buyer, for example, in Poway that I haven't re-engaged in quite some time. He's got fairly specific criteria. What's the best way to market to him? For him, to try to get someone to sell their house directly to this guy. Like, can I develop a page that's basically like, you know, want to sell your house to this, you know, amazing firefighter family. They're looking for, you know, up to $800,000 in Poway.
I would more say, do you have a home to sell in Poway? You know, we've got, you know, 12 buyers looking between this price point. See if your home is a match type of a thing.
Okay.
But yeah, you could definitely do that. So let's get into the landing page side of it.
Because that's how I would do that, is in a landing page instead of a squeeze page, right?
Yep. The squeeze page is going to be more to kind of create like a quick link. So check this out. So you've got a lot more control.
Yeah. I can even change that picture, right?
Yep. Yeah. You can change this background image just by clicking and changing it to whatever. Yeah. Or you can also upload your own image if you wanted to right here, custom background.
Yeah.
And then all of this text, you know, is customizable. So you can say, you know, we have buyers ready, looking between 7, you know, whatever you want to say. If you want to get rid of these buttons, you could. So yeah, it's basically just, it's a nicer looking landing page is really what it is. But it can accomplish the same goal, which is hopefully to engage, you know, your leads. So one thing I would do as you're creating landing pages is piggyback on what other agents have already done. So in the upper left corner here, you're going to see all the different options of type of landing pages that they have. So this is one that's like a video landing page.
Yeah.
But you've got other options where you can do like an address, you know, so people can put in their address here. So maybe on that other landing page, you didn't like how it says, you know, average price in La Mesa is $644, and you want to change that, you know, you could do that. You could customize all of this. But here are all the top 10 converting landing pages. So if you wanted to take a look at this guy who's generated 622 leads, this is what his landing page looks like. Get a free, no obligation market evaluation of your home. Find out what your home is worth and lock in a 1% commission rate. A dude's generated 622 leads off of this. So you can steal this content, you know, and obviously brand it to your area. But that's what I would recommend doing. So you can take a look at all of these other, you know, you're just advertising a specific property, short and sweet. What is 21st century realtor innovation? Are you open-minded enough to watch a video that could be a realtor game changer for you and your family?
That's a recruiting video.
Yep.
Man, I was watching a lot of those videos recently, dude, and like I'm gonna have to start spending at least 25% of my time developing those kinds of landing and squeeze pages that are like really effective to be getting everybody in my downline. There's so much power in that.
Yep. It's free income for you, man.
Free income.
Yep. But
Okay, cool.
I clicked away from it. But yeah,
So
go through some
so
of these
now
examples.
I wanna, like, I would really like to, you know, I can do all this stuff too, and then just send it to my whole fire department group with a cool little video or whatever, right? Like I can just start.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So think about kind of, you know, I think you've got two different buckets. You've got like lead generation for you and your agents, you know, buyers,
Right.
you know, potential sellers. And then you've got kind of this other separate bucket of, you know, recruiting. So if you want to kind of write out a blueprint of like, hey, this is what I'm thinking, you know, I'll help you implement and I'll come up with ideas of, you know, hey, this is how we should implement that. This is what we should do, you know, type of an approach.
Right.
So let me show you one other thing that I think you should do, like as soon as we get off the phone. And that is, assuming Kyle is going to let you advertise other agents' listings in the office. So go ahead and click on listings on the left-hand side here. And you can do a filter here in the upper left. And you can say, okay, show me all my agency listings. And then just hit apply filters. And then this is going to show you all of, let's close this down. It's going to show you, they've got more than 6 listings right now.
Yeah.
Kyle Whistle has way more than 6 listings. He's got a couple hundred, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know about a couple hundred, but he's got a lot, way more than that. Those aren't even, these aren't even our agents. Agency listings.
Let's say my listings and see if that changes. When you got everything set up on KV Core, do they ask you for like your agent ID number and your office ID number or anything?
Yeah. I just saw a little pop-up thing come in the bottom right. It kind of said, I noticed that something like isn't assigned to your.
Yeah, it was a text message. I closed it down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I don't think that's set up right. It should be.
Let me do this. Let's just search by Kyle's listings, see what listings are assigned to him.
There we go.
Yeah, so he personally has 17 listings right now.
Right.
I'm going to go off on a rabbit trail. You don't have to pay attention to this part. These are all the office members. So there's 200. They have 226 agents in that office.
No, that should be like.
Got all EXP in your region?
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
So let's just do this for time's sake. Do you know your office ID number?
Yeah, I can get it for you. My office ID number. So that's going to be like Whistles.
Yep.
Yeah, let me go on Workplace real quick. And shoot. Okay, it should be under important info. State broker. So Exp Realty of California, Carlsbad office. There's Whistle roster, Indie tracking, listing office. They've got the whole. They've just got Exp Realty of California. So you mean like Whistle's actual?
No, that's going to be probably the same number. So, but there should be way more than, what was it, like 7? How many listings did it pop up? Like 26 or something?
Yeah. Let me. So
Might be the EXP state broker MLS ID or office ID number.
let me just do it. I'm just going to do a quick chat here with Kyle. What listing office number do I use to get all of Whistle Realty offices? Listings, Realty.
What's the office ID number?
Listing office ID number.
He'll know what that means.
All right. Well, I gotta.
Yeah. So
Who knows when that's?
You should be. Yeah, we should be. You should be able to reply back to KV Core. So when you log back into your dashboard, or once we get off, if you could type in the lower right corner here, if you just go ahead and click on like conversations, you should see this conversation, that you're having with Preston. If you just click in it, you should be able to hop in that conversation and just type in whatever number it is.
Right.
Just do that once we get off here.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me show you this. So let's do the filter real quick for Kyle, and I'm going to take one of his listings. And let's do it for, it's a good one here, La Mesa. So I'm going to take the agent, I'm sorry, the MLS number of this listing, which is right here, upper right corner.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to, easier than that. I'm going to just go ahead, now that I'm in this listing,
Yeah.
I'm going to just go ahead and click on these 3 little dots, and I'm going to hit post to Craigslist.
Okay.
Now this is what's going to happen the very first time that you see this. So if you click on post to Craigslist, it's going to say, hey, it appears you don't have our Chrome extension installed. So you're going to need to install it. Make sure that you're using Google Chrome as your browser.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and, since I already am using Google Chrome, I'm going to hit install. And once again, you only have to ever do this once.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit add to Chrome.
Okay.
It's going to pop up, hey, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. All right. And then one last thing I need to do is I need to click on this now in the upper right corner. And I need to set the Craigslist post URL. So it's basically saying, hey, what city do you want to post these Craigslist ads? So if I click on it,
Okay.
it'll give you the option to do, like, if it knows your location. So I'm going to go ahead and hit allow. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose San Diego.
Okay.
And it is done. So you'll notice here it says it's been set. You see all that?
Yeah, I saw that. So where's it under now?
So let's show you this now. So let's go back to the same exact listing. And I'm going to go ahead and just click here in the upper right corner, that same thing again.
Oh, okay. So it just generated okay.
Yep.
Post to Craigslist.
And now I'm going to hit post to Craigslist. Now watch what happens here. It asks me what area I want to select it in. So for this one, I'll do East County.
Yep.
Now I'm not doing anything, but watch what happens on my screen. It automatically goes through and pulls all of this information. It's an auto poster.
Wow.
So it literally takes the MLS description, a photo, and it created a Craigslist ad for you in a couple seconds. And then it has, a link with your phone number built into it, all automated within 20 seconds.
So that
So if you wanted
760 number, that 760 number, that's going to round robin all of EXP. That's not our personal number, is it?
This should be, if they text Casey to this number, that should be routed to you.
Okay.
But here's the thing that you can do is
it creates that link to it or something.
Yeah. So what I would do if I were you is I would edit these posts.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can come in here and change it to whatever you want, So if you wanted to, hey, I don't want to, send them over to conversion. I want to send it directly, to my cell phone number. You could do that.
But how do I know that KCM is going to go to me because that's the general number for.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna text it right now from my personal cell phone.
Okay.
So you can see what I'm talking about here. So 760-991-3917.
I just don't understand why I wouldn't use my new 619 number.
Yeah, you could. You would need to. Let me check the setting real quick.
Where does that need to be changed is my question. Yeah, see how it's.
Yeah, I saw the 619 number there.
Yeah. You know why?
So there's
posting under Casey at Casey and Rose maybe instead of Martin and Associates.
Yeah, so we can. There's an option.
Oh, there it is.
It's not super easy to go in and adjust and change this, but there's an option you can click on. It's in your, what is it, in your office settings, or it's in your, I'm going to click around here for a second, but I'll find it. I want to say it's under website settings. Let's try that one first. But there's a way that you can basically turn off that smart number and just use your other number.
Yeah, I just want to use Martin and Associates.
Yeah. I want to say it's here. Here it is. Use office number on website instead of smart number. So we're going to go ahead and make sure it says no. Now, I just changed that. Now I need to go back and change it for every other agent as well if they wanted to. So we just changed that for your main one. So now let me go to the Casey one and change that.
Yeah, let's just change it to my 619 number.
Looked like it was already changed though.
Okay.
I'm going to do it for Derek as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to do it for everybody.
Okay. Just make sure. Then I got to hop off here in just a minute, but.
Yeah.
Timothy.
Use office smart number. There it was.
Did I go down too far?
Down a little bit more. Right there.
There it is. So it looked like that was already set.
Yeah, it did.
For everyone.
Okay.
But yeah, for the time being, if I were you, I would just edit I would edit it. The other thing, since Craigslist doesn't allow you to do, like put in hyperlinks anymore. So you used to be able to put in like www.caseyanassociates.com or whatever.
Yeah.
And people could click on it.
Yeah.
People still will actually copy and paste like a link. So if they see a website link here, they'll copy it and then open it up in a new tab. So I always also create like a squeeze page. So I just showed you how to create a squeeze page. So I would create a squeeze page real quick if I were you.
Okay.
For this specific listing.
Okay.
So I'm going to say the source is Craigslist. I'm going to say, open houses or whatever we were doing. And then I'm going to put in that listing ID and I'm going to hit generate link. You can turn on delayed registration where it lets them look at one house and then it asks for their info.
Okay.
I'm a fan of it, honestly.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
then go ahead and copy it. And then that way you can either copy the long link or there's, you know, a short link. So we could, if we wanted to, we could say for visit, and then we could update that ad. So that way, this is what it looks like now.
Awesome.
So consumers could actually copy that link and go to that listing. So,
Okay.
but yeah, so if I were you, honestly, I would, this is what you need to do to have success with Craigslist is you need to create an account first, even if it's your personal one, it doesn't matter. And then you need to date Craigslist. You can't come out of the gate and today post like 10, 15 posts because you'll get blacklisted. They know, oh, okay, Casey hasn't posted stuff in a while. So you've got to kind of start out slow. So if I were you, I would do like one a day. So one listing a day, and then next week do 5 a day, and then the following week do 20 a day.
Yeah.
This is
the only thing
honestly, it's so easy.
I'm far more interested in the Facebook stuff, honestly, because I just talked to Whistle about Craigslist, and they were generating a crap ton of leads, and they didn't get one person that was serious. Like, it was just a bunch of flakes searching on Craigslist.
But even if you just put them into KV Core and let KV Core tell you when you need to call them, you know, if they want to be flakes and they just, you know, want to have fun all day, go for it. But
yeah, I just
the point is
I just don't want to have to waste time on Craigslist flakes.
Yeah, I don't know. I would try it yourself.
I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try.
Yeah, and you don't have to spend an hour a week doing it. You know, spend 2 minutes a week doing it. And if it yields nothing, then you know you can move on. But yeah, I think with the Facebook side of things, spending your time with that could be a gold mine for you.
Okay,
so
cool. And then, so I know you have to hop off. So then, as far as the campaigns and everything, like you said, you had a killer one built out, like a custom one.
Yep. So I'll build all those. I'll implement them in now. It's literally a copy and paste. I already have them done. I was just waiting for this step to happen. So now that you've got your own account,
now that it's happened,
basically, yeah, I'm going to implement everything. So
awesome.
I should have time to get everything done today, but it might take me 48 hours. So
okay, no worries.
And then
I'll have all my contacts in there. I'll have the templates, and then I can start really leveraging and rocking and rolling.
Yep. So I might hold off doing all the lead gen until actually I have those campaigns, you know, set up for you.
Yeah, that's kind of way because I want them to automatically have the rules where, you know, if I put them in as a prospect, then they automatically are